Folks, it's a restaurant that's been serving great meals since 1947. It's called the Old South Restaurant. It's in Russellville, Arkansas. And the owner, Dale Summit, is on the line with us right now. Dale, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm great, Paul. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, I guess, people are, they're wanting to eat some breakfast right now. So, Old South can take care of that for them, right?
Yes, sir. We sure can. Come on over.
So I would like to start. I want to talk about your history in business, and your career and how you landed at Old South. But I really got to start when I was in Russellville for the primary of that Senate election there. I guess last year, or I can't even remember how long ago it was. Time flies. I had several.
I remember.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty intense. I had several meals there, and there's a hot sauce there that you sell, though. Can you tell us about that hot sauce? Because that is some of the best I've ever had.
Yes, sir. It's called River Valley pepper sauce, and it was it was born out of necessity. It's another one of those success stories. A fellow named Rodney Yeager and a couple of other guys have started a company called My Pepper, and he was a manager at a restaurant, and one of his cooks grew some great peppers, and they were making salsa from his garden, and one of the customers didn't like any of the hot sauces that they had. So they began to tinker with it just to please him, and came up with a sauce out of the a combination out of the salsa and the other ingredients that they had, and then other customers began to try this, and they loved it, and and it went from there. The stores picked it up, and now they sell it, retail it out of several places locally, and ship it over the internet.
That's fantastic. River Valley pepper sauce. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
And you guys have it on your tables, right?
Yes, we do. And then we also retail it. We have it in the, on display. So we sell it. We sell it by the bottle also.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. I bought a few bottles and to take back with me. I have been singing the praise of River Valley pepper sauce, but also Old South Restaurant. So let's start there, Dale. I know we've had you on the program before, but we like to highlight small business owners. We like to highlight small business here at Conduit News. You guys are the backbone of Arkansas business, and so how did you land? Tell us again. How did you land at Old South?
Well, first of all, we'd like to thank you for the stands you take that are close to us. The first encounter we had with Old South was my children went to Tech. I have 3 children, and they all went to college at Arkansas Tech. So we would go into the restaurant from time to time. We were in the restaurant business also at that time. We had a restaurant outside of Hot Springs Village, and never thought of buying it at that time, but eventually we sold the one in Hot Springs Village, and my son and I were looking to be in business again after a couple of years of being bored, and that one became available, and along with some others, but we chose that one because of the atmosphere of the town, the small town atmosphere, and the fact that it had, it had a lot of. We felt like it had a lot of potential, had a lot of history. It seemed to fit what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let me ask you this: do you? Obviously, when the economy's doing good, more people go out to dinner, right? Is that true?
Yes, sir. Of course.
So, how do you gauge that right now? How's business doing? How is the economy, here in Arkansas? We hear that it's, doing good, but how's it doing for you?
Well, the restaurant business, when the economy is doing good, it's opens the door for competition. So we have more competition than we would have had the economy been stagnant all these years. So
Interesting.
so it's not all it is not all peaches and cream. Uh, we have to step up to meet the increased competition when things are going good.
Wow.
But and that's the case with any business. The better things go, the more people want to be in on the action.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I hadn't
But
actually thought of that. Go ahead.
we enjoyed the success that that other people have because of the economy. So it is more fun when the economy's going good.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the the tax cuts, the new tax policy that's been put in place? Was that something that was helpful, or did it have any effect at all?
Well, there are so many things that are going on. Are you talking about the national
Yeah,
tax
yeah,
cut?
the Trump tax cuts. Let's start there.
Yes. Yeah, of course. It put more money in people's pockets, more spendable cash. Their house payment didn't go up because they got a tax decrease, and it helped the businesses that depend on spendable cash.
Yeah.
And yes, it has helped.
We're talking, folks, with Dale Summit. He's the owner of the Old South Restaurant. You can find him, that's 1330 East Main Street in Russellville. And it's been it's been open since 1947. And it's pretty interesting because, the history of the restaurant, Dale, is what I find interesting when you look at it was one of the only places to stop to eat at one time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. The conclusion, or the story is, from between Conway and Fort Smith, this was the only major restaurant to serve people 24 hours. It was open 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 a year. The story is someone they needed to close it for something, and no one could find a key to the front door because they never closed.
Wow.
But it served people in all of the entertainment industry, the political people, because when the speeches and the shows were over, this was the only place to go. So it has served, of course, Elvis Presley is the most famous, and on down to Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, most of the politicians and the entertainers from that era.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, it's a great place. I think if you're in the area and you need a hot breakfast, I think that's the place to go right now, or lunch or dinner. Dale, I'm a big fan of Old South, and I really appreciate you coming on this morning and spending a little time with us.
Well, Paul, we're a big fan of you. We listen to you, and we embrace your ideas, and we want to thank you for standing up for the things that we don't get a chance to stand for. And we just love your show. We love your stand. So thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Dale. I appreciate those kind words. God bless you, and you guys have a great week.
Thank you. God bless you.
All righty. Dale Summit, everybody, owner of the Old South Restaurant. Again, 1330 East Main in Russellville. Yeah, go over there right now, and tell them, hey, I just heard you on the Conduit News. Let them know. And get some of that pepper sauce, man. I cannot emphasize the pepper sauce enough. That stuff is amazing.